So, what happens when you're the champ? You've reached the top of the mountain. Well, for the reigning Saudi Pro League champions, Al Ittihad, they're facing a really fascinating problem. In a league that has suddenly, overnight, exploded with superstar talent, they've decided to, well, stand still. Is that some next level confidence? Or are they making a huge mistake? That's what we're going to break down right now. First things first, let's just remember how good these guys were last season. I mean, this was no fluke. Al Ittihad were, without a doubt, the kings. They held off their biggest rivals, Al Hilal and Al Nasser, not by being flashy, but by being something much more impressive. Just relentlessly consistent. So how'd they do it? What was the secret sauce that made them a championship-winning machine? Let's take a look under the hood. I mean, this is the classic blueprint, right? They were built on a defense that was just rock solid. They had this core group of guys who knew each other's game inside and out. They weren't afraid to win ugly. They just grind out those tough results. And you know what? When their rivals stumbled, and they did, Al Ittihad was right there to pounce. It was all substance, not style, and man, did it work. Okay, so you've got the trophy. Your rivals are out there spending hundreds of millions on new players. You'd expect Al Ittihad to join that arms race, wouldn't you? Nope, they did the exact opposite. They decided to double down on what got them there in the first place, a strategy we're going to call the stability doctrine. And this is really the heart of their big bet. The folks running Al Ittihad genuinely believe that the chemistry their team already has, that shared experience, is a more powerful weapon than any shiny new superstar they could buy. It's a really bold move, especially in a league that's suddenly all about making a huge splash. So what did this look like in the real world? Well, while other teams were rolling out the red carpet for global icons, Al Ittihad was quietly calling players back from their loan spells, making little moves to add depth. They basically just said, nah, we're good. They're putting all their chips on the proven, world-class talent of guys like Karim Benzema and N'Golo Kanté to lead the way. But here's the catch. This isn't happening in some kind of bubble. The entire world around Al Ittihad has completely changed. The Saudi Pro League has absolutely ignited. It's become a global hotspot, a true arms race for the best players on the planet. And this really gets to the core conflict of the season, doesn't it? On one side, you've got Al Ittihad, betting on cohesion, on stability. And on the other side, well, you've got pretty much everyone else betting on pure, raw firepower. It's a fascinating experiment. Can team chemistry really beat a collection of individual superstars? And look, don't just take my word for it. The team's manager has been crystal clear about this. He believes that their familiarity, the fact they've been through battles together, is their biggest advantage. This is who they are, and they're sticking with it. Of course, for a strategy like this to have any shot at working, you need your best players to be just unbelievable. And for Al Ittihad, let's be honest, the whole entire plan really revolves around one guy. And that guy is Karim Benzema. Just let that sink in for a second. He wasn't just good last year. He was the official most valuable player in the entire league. He is the absolute centerpiece of this whole operation. Look, yeah, he's not getting any younger, but his influence is just undeniable. He's the captain, he's the goal scorer, he's the leader who sets the tone for everyone. For Al Ittihad's stability plan to work, Benzema can't just be good. He has to be that MVP-level, brilliant player all over again. The amount of pressure on his shoulders is just immense. So when you put it all together, their strategy, what the rivals are spending, their reliance on one key man, it all boils down to one massive, season-defining question. This is it, right here. This is the gamble. Can a well-oiled machine, a truly cohesive team, overcome squads that have just been injected with hundreds of millions of dollars of pure attacking talent? That's a question that's going to get answered every single match day. And that leaves us with this one last thing to think about. In an era of football that seems to be all about individual superstars and mind-boggling transfer fees, Al Ittihad is asking a really fundamental question. In a league that is suddenly overflowing with stars, is the best team still the most powerful weapon you can have? We're about to find out.